Hello? Hello? Okay, it sounds like it's working. Warp Core Gamble Stream, yes it is, you know it. Voyager, how's it going? Terrible. Tina, keep in mind, like I said, I'm going to be opening these over on Tribble, so this is not real. This is over on the test server, so no real money is being burned because I can tell you that this lockbox is not worth opening. Yeah, Mercstar, it's going to be Tribble. Always Dark Ghost. Every time, and I always mention it's over on Tribble, but a lot of people don't know what Tribble is, so that doesn't help. Martin, how's it going? It's a shame that they nuked the epic linking so fast, but I have been shown messages from a few different people that reached out to support, and support said that the linking was not intended. So it's unlikely that will ever return, or that it will return anytime soon. It's unlikely. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, in game here. I know isomag video. I know. I have been working on the PowerPoint. You guys saw some of the thumbnails that I was putting in. You know, the chapters, all the fun stuff. I still need to work out the math portion, and I've been working on that this morning. And for that, I have been using a copy of this spreadsheet from JE from a while back, that was set up to compare different firing modes, but I've just got it modified so I can look at like the final damage like here based on my inquiry, and then I changed some variables on it. So like isomags, yeah, it turns out they're good for energy weapons. What a surprise. They're beating out locators and exploiters in each one of these like calculations I've done here so far. Ideally, I should set the build up in Trinity, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'll probably do that before I release the video. So the video probably won't be out till tomorrow, unfortunately, at this rate. But that's just how some things are sometimes. You know, real life happens. Yesterday I had to watch the niece for a bit. Recording while the niece is here, trying to focus on stuff, a little bit difficult with the blippy person that she watches all the time being very loud next to me. But yeah, the Ice Mag video that'll be out soon. Where are the spreadsheets? There was the spreadsheets. Um, yeah. Another thing too with the Epic stuff is apparently when you buy Zen or buy anything through Epic, you need to then at least start the launcher up through Epic for it to actually show up in game. I was seeing from some people. So if you did go through do that linking, you may need to keep that in mind if you try to buy Zen. Ranger, how's it going? Can't wait for that hot spreadsheet action. Terrible. You have a life outside of Stowe and warships? I know, terrible. Have I pre-ordered Star Trek Infinite yet? I probably will. I saw it over on Fanatical, so I'll probably order it through there. I don't know if I need the deluxe edition though. Like the standard one's probably enough, right? Like the deluxe. What exactly does the deluxe one give? Because this game is still a couple weeks out. Yeah, 18 days. Um, Digital deluxe gets you a soundtrack, an art book. So I can just order the normal one then. Okay. Nice, Mark the Chief. Yes, Ranger. I have been occasionally taking a look over in the channel, and I see you guys have made a lot of progress in the past week, which I'm glad to see. Like SCM is nice, but SCM does have limitations. Deluxe sucks, has nothing. Okay, I mean then that's a bit easier. So I mean the difference is like $7, but if it's nothing, then I'll have to add something to the cart because I got a promo from Capital One saying if I like linked it to Google Pay and the order was over $50, I get $10 back. So I'll just add a mystery game or something to the cart later, or see if there's any other deal. But yeah, I am going to pre-order Infinite. I don't know how much I'll play it, but I'll grab it. So to like spoil the isomag stuff a little bit, isomags do generally win out. Isomags are legitimately very good for energy weapons. So for four thing here, have I played Stellaris very briefly? But yeah, I mean, here's a comparison, of like 6 locators, 6 exploiters, 6 isomags, but this is on my old inquiry build. So this is, the thing with isomags is that it varies by ship. It varies by build. It varies on, what are you doing? How many non-energy weapons do you have on your ship? Um, my phone is going to go nuts, so let me mute that. Okay. But yeah, isomags just generally are going to be better because weapon power is hugely influential on your energy weapon performance. So, if you have 100 power in weapons, that's a multiplier for your energy weapons of 1. You have 125 power, that's a multiplier of 1.125. You have 6 iso or if you have 8 isomags on a ship, like you can do with the Inquiry, the Connie 3, and a lot of these cruisers now, that is a huge, huge multiplier there. David, how's it going? If one is primarily going for a cannon rapid fire build or fall build, is it better to keep a torp on or swap to an extra energy weapon? With a fire at will build, having a torpedo on right now is pretty much necessary if you're looking to get max uptime through entwined tactical matrices. For rapid fire, you don't have to, but slotting like the Maelstrom with spread can still do very good on any build. Alternatively, with some of those single target builds, you may want to look into like doing concentrate firepower with like the EBM. That is a combo that generally works quite well. But yeah, isomags are good. Okay, I'm going to move myself up to the top right again, like I have been in the past couple streams, so that I'm not obstructing so much of the screen here. And we're going to go over to Tribble here. And yes, as some of you saw, I was playing around with some different thumbnails for the isomag video. My concern with like going with the better than locators is that it probably is not going to be catchy enough for a general audience. I think saying TAC consoles is going to be more recognizable. I have heard of the issues in Kidmer and Infected. Yeah, they mess things up. Ian, how's it going? Okay, so I'm gonna go to a character here and open up a lot of these Prodigy lockboxes. Let me know if there's any electrical interference too. I'm gonna put this client back here at render scale 0.001 and let's minimize that so it's just out of the way. I need to find a copy of this character that does not have inventory used up. Is the Connie 3 trait worth getting? I mean, I don't personally think I would go out of my way to get it. The only reason to really get the Connie 3 is if you're just a big fan of the Connie, in my opinion. Okay, let's move all this crap to the bank. Yeah, another way to really look at the isomags is that they're basically just TAC consoles that go in engineering slots. So if you have a ship that is engineering heavy console wise, you now have consoles that you can slot that will make that ship competitive with the ships that would have, like, 5 TAC consoles. So that's the big benefit, is that isomags make increase the amount of ships that are competitive when it comes to energy weapons. Oh no, the mail bug is still over on Tribble. Oh no, gotta go to the mail here. And Ian, I don't remember if I responded, but I'm doing good. Just tired. I mean, if you have the console, like if you have engineering space on your ship, then yeah. I mean, my Delkina, even with that having um one less engineering console than TAC, I still run isomags on it. And with the plasma stuff, it synergizes extremely well. And the other thing too is with the isomags, one of the points I'm going to be bringing up is something I've brought up before. You can run the Bellum TAC consoles, you can run the Fleet Colony TAC consoles alongside the isomags. It's just the exploiters and locators that you can't use alongside them. So I mean, in my opinion, like, isomags are really good. On Tribble, if I get one, but you'll have to be over here to actually get it, because the mail bug from the recent patch is actually still active on Tribble here. Yeah, yeah. Chat log 1. R&D tab so I can see how many salvage I get, all that. Okay, that is 100 lockboxes in. Let me know if I need to turn the game sound down a little bit too. But that's 100 lockboxes, and look at how disappointing this inventory is. Like, if I opened 100 of these boxes on live, I'd probably be annoyed at this point. Like, that's $100. And for that first 100 keys there, like, yeah, very little to show for it. Okay, next 100. Let me turn the sound down a little bit, though. I don't want to... I know you guys... Oh, you want the sound to remain? Let's not turn down too much. Keep the sound, it's immersive? Okay. There's the second 100, and there's still no ship here. Just imagine you just spent $200 on live, $200 on master keys, and you still don't have a ship to show for it. Like, I would be mad. So much filler. Yeah, the proto lockbox is the Prodigy lockbox definitely is the worst lockbox I think they've ever released from like an opening point of view, and also for the value of the contents. Billy, how's it going? So I am now 300 boxes in. Again, this would be 300 US dollars worth of keys. But keep in mind, I'm doing this on the triple test server. I'm not actually spending real money on this. But that's 300 worth of keys so far, and I still don't have a ship. And I have this much trash in my inventory. Steven, I was watching the WAN show a little bit this morning. They had some spicy stuff in there. Sad to hear about LTX 24 though, but it makes sense. Okay, here's so a reminder: the pity point on lockboxes is 304. For the first 304-ish lockboxes you open, your chance to win a ship is 0.29%. Once you pass that 304 threshold, it goes up to 2.9%. So I am very likely going to be getting a ship here probably in the next 20 to 50 keys. Or as soon as I hit the pity point, apparently. So there is the first one. That basically took to the full pity point. So that first ship cost over $300 to get. So we're at about like 95 since the last ship. I'm not keeping full track, but I'll look back at the chat log later. So much fluff in this lockbox and stuff that doesn't stack. There's a second ship, just about 500 boxes in. So in the first $500 worth of lockboxes, I got 2 of the Protostars. The first one took me until I hit the first pity point for it to actually get there. And yeah, the items don't stack. So before I go any further, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these items, like I got to clear out some of this inventory. So I need to put some of this into the bank for right now. Like I just do not have room in the inventory. The fact that the kit frames do not stack like every other lockbox kit frame does, these don't come in a box is the issue. They just immediately drop into your inventory. So it just eats up so much inventory space. But yeah, I will say right now that this is definitely one of the worst like opening experiences of any lockbox I've dealt with, because nothing other than the bonus pools is stacking. That's just like not even the DOF stack. Like not even the DOFs are stacking, which is just painful. Okay. So 2 ships in out of the first 500 boxes. Let's keep going. Yes, Chiaps, I am on a normal sleep schedule. Dan, how's it going? Yeah, Safe Galaxy was a much better lockbox than this. On the triple test server. $700 lockboxes in, and it's still just the 2 ships, right? I didn't put one in the bank, did I? Need to run back and check now. No, it's legitimately just 2 ships so far in the first 700 boxes. That's pain right there. Okay, 300 boxes left. I would expect at least one more ship. Okay, I am now 800 lockboxes in. Remember, I won the second ship just before hitting 500 boxes opened. So I am basically right at the pity point now, and another ship will appear in my inventory within the next couple of boxes. Or the RNG is going to be that bad. Okay, there's another one. 900 and something boxes in. Wow. My inventory is about to get to a point where I won't be able to open anymore. That was definitely one of the worst lockbox opening experiences I've had. Make sure I didn't put any in the account bank. I didn't put any in the bank. So in total, I got 3 Protostars out of 1,000 lockboxes. Just to make sure. So there's no extra Protostar hiding in there. There's no Protostar there. That was one of the worst experiences opening a lockbox I think I've ever had. Yeah, I had to go to the pity point twice there. Like I went past the pity point by a wide margin on that last ship. Mia, how's it going? Rogan? Yeah, it just the issue with this lockbox is like nothing outside of the bonus pools, the deal vouchers, the lobby, the R&D packs and the weapon packs. So nothing outside of those stacks. Like the DOFs should stack, the kit frames should be in a box that stacks up. It shouldn't automatically just dump them into your inventory. The way that they have this set up causes there to be so much so much space taken up in your inventory that it just makes this lockbox painful to open. It is a very bad lockbox. Very, very bad. Okay, I'm going to slash chat log 0. I can go through, look at that later on, but you know, a reminder. 1,000 lockboxes is $1,000. So on average, each of those Protostars that I just got took $333 worth of master keys to get. And at that price point, you can buy, you know, an entire mega bundle. Oh yeah, you wanted the I hope I have enough room in my inventory to trade here. Hold on, I have to swap characters. I don't have the inventory space. No, you can't stack after. Quality of life, yeah. Quality of life with Cryptic has always been garbage. And I think that's just a matter of them not playing the game like at the same level as we would.
Get your Comet cocktails! 4.7% discount for the next 3 minutes.
And also, Doctor Strange, while you're here, I just want to show people, I was asked to get a clip of this, so this is a great opportunity. When you are trying to do a trade with someone and you're trying to like buy a ship off them that costs more than 1.5 billion, you can't hold 1.5, but it caps out at 1.5 billion that you can put in the trade window at one time. But once you hit add, you can go in, hit it again, and you can put in like the other 400 mil or whatever you're trying to trade the person for. Yeah, I can give one more away here. So Voyager, you want it? Voyager, you have to come over to Tribble to get it. Tribble, the mail is broke on Tribble, so I'm gonna keep one to mess around with. Voyager, where you at? Just hearing the price hurts your soul? Yeah. Patching, just give you a second. Yeah, no problem. Proto Lockbox, the worst lockbox in the game? I mean, yeah. So, I mean, let me... I don't want to show my screen here, so let me just go and turn this off for a second. Let's go to Excel. There's my Lockbox calculator. Just make a new one. Okay, I need to get that chat log open. So actually, I don't know what I have open on Notepad right now, so give me a second. Chat log. Okay, I'll have to sort through this later because there's a few different lockboxes in it, but you know, just looking at the value of some of the Protostar lockbox stuff over on live, which I can do here real quick. Render scale 0.5. You can just use like locators, exploiters, if you want. If you want consoles that you could still use alongside the isomags, I mean the fleet colony tac consoles are pretty good for survivability. Like those are legitimately good survivability consoles, and they still give you a damage boost. and you can use them alongside isomags, so those may be something to consider. Otherwise, there's the Bellum TAC consoles from the Discovery reputation. Raid in the Disco Rep Store. Energy Energy Tactical consoles here. You've got some beam ones and cannon ones, and then they also have a crit chance bonus on them. Yeah, yeah. The main reason to get the Protostar, in my opinion, is because you want to travel fast in sector space. There are people doing Tour the Galaxy in like with like 5+ minutes to spare with that thing. The transwarp speed that people have been getting on it is like 250. I think the first was it Ferengi first? Psycho Chicken, how's it going? Yeah, the main draw to the Protostar is legitimately the visual aspect of it flying through sector space. Yeah. Um, Hold on, I missed something. I missed a question about the pity point system. Let me scroll up and see if I can find it here. I am up to 450 keys on my main for lockboxes without a T6 ship drop, spread out since January 1st this year. Yeah, as others mentioned, make sure it's the same lockbox you're opening. The pity system is per lockbox and it's per character. So if you open 100 Infinity and then 100 Borg, you're only 100 in on both of those lockboxes to their separate pity points. You're on triple now? Okay, let me go back over there. Where you at, Voyager? I don't see you. I don't know. Voyager, do you have lifetime? You don't. Phaser Isomag Legendary Excelsior build. Funny that you say that, Dark Ghost. I was looking briefly at the Excelsior earlier for I was gonna do that as the thumbnail for the video. But I found this old picture of me and a sovereign next, or I think it was either me or Triz in the Sovereign and then the other in the Inquiry. I don't remember who's in what. But yeah, the um the Excelsior Legendary one is a ship I definitely want to look at more. Yeah, you missed the opening of the lock boxes. I've already done it. I got a total of 3 ships out of 1,000 boxes. Isu has a gun. Yeah, the Protostar, when it goes to the Mud Store, is going to be really nice. Upgraded several ships to X2, but I haven't bothered getting any more isomags yet. Just threw one. Yeah. Yeah, and the other issue is, Isu, is that the stuff in the Prodigy lockbox does not stack. So opening it up is a really terrible experience. So like this is my inventory with all this. I need to go to the bank, but like it just is all these items here that just do not stack because it automatically opens up the kit frames and gives you them right into your inventory. So it just is painful. NG tank is now meta. Terrible. Is there any rumors of what ship is going into Muds next? No. Rob, how's it going, man? So I'm glad to show people why the gambling system in this game is something they should be very careful engaging with. Yeah, Yeah, the isomags, like I'll talk about in that video, I have legitimately had very good improvements on a lot of my builds from using those. They legitimately have been very good. Very nice improvement. Specialized pilot Nadarian. Terrible. You're gonna be waiting a bit longer for the strike. I was hoping we would be seeing it like in a promo box soon, but not sounding likely, unfortunately. I think that'll probably, or I was hoping for a lockbox with it, but I don't think it's going to be here anytime soon. Isu, thank you for the $10. Very much appreciated. Need consolidated duty officer boxes for Infinity? Absolutely. Just just make sure if you're going for the Lobi crystals from lockboxes that you're not burning it on Lobi ships. Like that is a terrible conversion. If you are going after Lobi from lockboxes or promo packs, you need to make sure that the thing you're going for is not available super cheap on the exchange. Like people go crazy opening lockboxes for Lobi, and the issue there is that these Lobi ships are worth next to nothing. So let's say you wanted to get the Vengeance or something. Like the Vengeance right now, 250 million EC. Not even that, 245. That's like $25 worth of keys. But if you're going through and opening lockboxes to try and get the 720 Lobi, you're opening 133. Like for 20, if you just sell 25 keys on the exchange, not even like 23, 24, you will get enough EC to just directly buy the Lobi ship you want. It is a waste of your money. You're burning your money if you are opening lockboxes to get Lobi items that can be acquired via the exchange with EC. The reason for that is because a lot of people have like burner accounts that they're doing the event campaign on, and they're picking Lobi on it so that they can sell it to get EC for their main account. Like that is a massive influx of Lobi because of the event campaign. So you're best going for things that you can only get yourself through the Lobi store. The things that are immediately bound on pickup. Yeah, that too. Yeah, three. Infinity Lockbox is definitely the way to go. I gotta gamble here. Prodigy Lockbox after that experience over on Tribble. We're not opening that one anymore. Let's go for... Oh, there's Infinity right here. And it screwed me over. Okay. That's what I get for gambling on live. So how many of you were able to go in and link your accounts over to Epic when they allowed that the other day? Per what so they've obviously they've turned that off, as many of you have seen now. If you linked your account, you're fine. But if you missed out, it's looking like that was an accident for them to have turned it back on, and it is very unlikely that they're going to turn it back on again. Yeah, the giveaways apparently on Epic are done really fast, like within a couple days. So you have to be there when the new content drops, claim that giveaway, or you miss out on it. Yeah, I bought that starter pack also. Well, I showed that in the video, but I haven't decided what I'm going to use the coupon on yet. I have most of the ships that I would want at this point. And the ones that I don't have, like I've got the legendary versions of, so there's not really much of a point to going in and grabbing these lower versions of them. Could grab the auger. I mean, oh no. The KDF side, I'm not going to grab any of the Bordescu variants with the legendary one incoming. Romulan wise, like none of these ships are doing anything for me. Jemadar wise, I don't know. Need the Jupiter. I need the Jupiter. I'm not going to mess around with it right now, but I'll do it. Here we go. Is it worth getting the normal Connie if you own the legendary one? The are you talking about like you have the 10th bundle, so you have the which one is it? The Miracle Worker POS Connie. The temporal version, the promo version of it that's in the current mods bundle, I think is a it depends on what you're going for, but I do think that the temporal Connie's probably a bit more capable because the issue with the legendary TOS Connie is that it's just a 4/4 Miracle Worker Cruiser. Whereas the original TOS Connie, the temporal one here, I don't know where it is. I put it. Yeah, it's a 5/3 with a temporal command setup. So I mean, I think that's a little bit better in the current meta. Nuke Bajor from orbit TFON. Oh no. I need more ships. I need to mess around with this one still, but not today. I need more ship slots. Strange New Worlds. Yeah, well the so I basically have that with the D7. The D7 Miracle Worker, Flight Deck Carrier, and the Discovery Connie are basically the same stats wise. It's just the D7 has a battle cloak. And it's a D7 instead of a Connie. Um have I seen the increase in teams of people using the infinite ship spawn exploit? I have not personally paid attention to that, but that does not surprise me. People are always going to try and find a way to take advantage of things. It's just the nature of how these types of games go. Um, did I do a review on the World Racer? Remember? I feel like I might have. I gotta look back. It's been such a long time. I haven't done a ton of reviews though, just because. Oh yeah, I did a World Racer review. Yeah, it's like 38 minutes long. Yeah, I did. World Racer review. What do I even plan on doing with the friendship? I don't know yet. Corp runs are pretty dead right now. Because of well, infected being completely screwed. Um, I could set it up as a supporty tank just to mess around with. I don't know yet. I just wanted the ship. I got really lucky getting a T6 box out of like a small amount of keys a week or two back, and I just grabbed it and I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. Any TFOs while I was gone? No. Yeah, the Miracle Worker D7 legitimately is fun. Atlas and that D7 in the months bundle? I hope so, but I don't think it'll be anytime soon. Delkina build video when? That is a good question. That is something that is still being worked on. I went through a few different takes on the thumbnail. I was just like trying to figure out how I wanted the thumbnail to look. Wrong way. I was looking through. I'll probably do this thumbnail for it, but that's something I started the PowerPoint on, and then I think I got as far as like getting the chapters done. Yep. I prioritized getting the isomag video done first, which is what I was working on. But I've got to do some stuff here in a couple hours, so I was like, I best get the stream done. Otherwise, it's not going to happen today. Yeah, it's going to happen. And my thoughts are like, I know people want me to, have been asking me to do build videos, and I think I want to commit once the Delkina build video goes out. I think I'm going to commit to one build video a month moving forward. And the issue is I've done some like build streams for ships, but the build streams they don't they haven't like performed as well as a normal video would. So I think doing like a build of the month type series might be the approach to go for. Friendship build stream one terrible. Protostar giveaway. I gave away a few over on Tribble, but I gave away all that I could. Mirror worship on Munch, yeah. Oh yeah, Voyager, I completely forgot to respond to you. I'll take a look when I can. Build of the month sounds great. So the first month will probably be, well, it will be the Dalkina. The second month will probably be hypothetically, if a legendary inquiry happens, it'll probably be a legendary inquiry. The issue though is that my default for a lot of builds is just CSV, so I'm going to have to diversify things a little bit or include mentions of if you're doing beam overload, here's how to set the ship up. The Kali class is legitimately good now with isomags. It's not like a top performer, but it's legitimately, it's good. I need to step away for just a couple minutes here. I will be right back. Terrible. Sorry about that. Okay. But Martin, what if it does? We don't know. You know, we don't know, and we're probably not going to find out for another few 10 forwards. If we're lucky, maybe they'll announce it on the next 10 forward on Tuesday, but let's see. Yeah, Toby, I have no idea. Yeah, with X2, most ships can perform good, yeah. With X2, the thing is that there's a lot of ship power creep, but there's, like as always, there's nothing to really use the this power creep in. It's always been the issue. I am missing a few things in chat, so let me bring this over while I take a look. Terrible David. Very elitist. Some elitism detected in chat right now. That or the Voyager J, which is Science Vessel. The thing with the Voyager J is the fact that you can get the Trailblazer in the C store, which is basically the same ship, and in some ways better. And it's a C store ship, so it's it's an account-wide unlock. The core of the Mad Mission. Spencer, the only ROM boss with SRO are in the embassy, right? If you're an actual Romulan, you can get Romulan bridge officers off the exchange or from DOF missions that have SRO. And they're better than the embassy ones, but those are Romulan exclusive. So, like, if I wanted to buy some Romulan bridge officers right now, Dark Ghost, I know you mentioned like a build for the Sovereign or Excelsior, it'd probably be close to what I did with the Connie 3, which I think I posted in Discord. So I'd say take a look at that and just like copy that over to the Sovereign and all that. Romulan. It's just a pain to sort through these, but it is random. I mean, here's one for 5,000 EC. It's an engineer with superior Romulan operative. Like that's, if you're a Romulan, you can get these SROs like basically free. It just is you have to go in and look for the ones that have SRO on them, and that just takes a little bit of time. It's a pain to sort through them. Like you have to hover over each of them here, and it's just not a great user interface. If you want to just try and simplify it, just search for rares and then look at like a few 100K per, and you'll find a bunch of SROs. Oh, you're at my side? Okay. That Orion ship on lower decks is hot. Wink wink stuff, yeah. Only if Kale doesn't have anything better to do. Terrible Jeff. 10 forwards are a joke, only watch them when you stream. Yeah, and some of the reaction ones I think I've just done as like members only. Because I've asked, but I don't actually have like permission to like restream their streams. So everything I've done so far, like just streaming that, has just been private. Have you found any diminishing returns once over 5 isomags? No. There's no like diminishing returns. You're still getting a bonus from the extra weapon power. Yeah, so the thing is with the pure Romulan SROs is that they never fixed as far as I'm aware, they never fixed the issue with the bridge officer traits from like a year ago. So if you have a Romulan with SRO bridge officers, and they're the actual Romulan faction ones like you get from a duty officer mission, leveling up, or right off the exchange here, you sometimes get Romulan operative when you put them on the build, which I mean, I can beam up and show real quick. Yeah, damage resistance rating and debuffs are the only things in the game that actually have diminishing returns. Your attack consoles do not have diminishing returns. Like if the first attack console adds plus 10 damage, the fifth is going to add plus 10. It never is diminishing. It's just that, you know, when you're getting up to that point where the first one added or took you from like 100 to 110, and then the fifth one is taking you from 140 to 150, it doesn't feel like it's as much. Well, your DPS, the issue is when you're like going in doing runs, there's so many different variables. So many different variables. Kathy, thank you for the $3. Very much appreciated. Is there a guide on what to spend EC on for new players anywhere? I don't know. The EC, any EC related guides tend to get outdated quite quick. Or the methods that they talk about get just swamped and are basically killed off by people going and doing them. If only enemy abilities also had diminishing returns. Okay, so right now I am at 54.1% crit chance. If I remove one of my bridge officers, I lost like 4% crit chance, or 3.5% to be exact. So the issue with like actual Romulan, superior Romulan operative bridge officers on a Romulan captain is that they give you superior Romulan operative and Romulan operative at the same time. Like, it's been a year and they still haven't fixed this. In fact, when I reported it to somebody directly over there, I was basically told that it is popped up enough that it may as well be a feature at this point. So, take that for what you will. I think Spencer should have a Ferengi lottery every month where he gives away 1.5. You think I have 1.5 billion? That's funny. I wish I had a bill 5 to just throw at giveaways. The thing with me is I basically never have EC. Like, most of you probably have more EC than I have. The difference is that I have lots of assets. I have lots of things tossed in banks that I forget about. You want to know one of the best ways to make EC and stow? Be patient. You buy something while it's dirt cheap, you toss it in a bank, you forget about it for half year, whatever. So, like a big investment that I have right now from earlier this year is that I have almost a full stack of Watcher Bridge officers. And I'm not doing anything with that stack until the value on those increases. Most of those I paid, I think, between 5 to 8 million EC per for. So, what are they at right now? They're at just under, like, they're at 10. So if I wait for those to be at, like, you know, 15, 20 mil per, that's huge profit. How about a Tetrion reroute reserves to weapons? So the thing is, like, when it comes to damage types, it doesn't matter. Like, it basically find like a build you like for a ship. So you find like a phaser reroute reserves to weapons build. Take that build, swap out the phaser stuff on it for Tetrion. Every damage type in this game is basically the same. Like when you look at the numbers. Yes, phaser and disruptor get access to some nice toys. But like Tetrion, Polaron, Antiproton, Plasma, like those have all been perfectly viable for a very long time. It's just that people freak out because they don't have the Terran weapons on them, and they're like, well, I can't use them. Some of the watches were at 15. Nice, Psycho Chicken. Casual hot tub stream. Trilithium console, yes. The Trilithium console is one of the few things that you would want to run alongside an ice or like over an isomag because the haste buff is really, really nice. If you're running the Trilithium Omni or turret, that two piece is a 5% firing cycle haste buff. So that is basically like a real 5% increase to your, you know, your weapon damage there. Let's see. Harry, glad to help. Yeah, and I'm gonna try to aim for the rest of the year to have a bit more guides type videos. Um, I think that's some nice long duration content that remains relevant long term and helps people out. You can also, like, if you're curious to see if it's worth it or not for your specific build, you can use a tool like Trinity from the Stow Better team to like really dive in and look at the numbers to see if it's better or worse for your specific setup. It does take a bit of time to set up a build in Trinity, but if you're wanting to know for sure that you're making the right decision with what you're slotting, there's no better way. If you're for watchers, it's been a little bit since I even looked at a watcher. I think I went over the difference in a video. Pretty sure. Let me check here. Howdy, folks. It was a terrible howdy, folks, there in that video. Okay, where's the math? Okay. So the math is basically that you're trading some of your crit chance for, or you're trading some of your crit severity for crit chance with watchers. So if you're in a situation where you really need that extra crit chance, the watchers make sense. If you're in a position where you can take that little bit of a hit on crit chance and you want the extra crit D, then SROs make sense. It really just depends on what the rest of your build looks like, you know, what all you have access to. For someone on a build that's decked out and has access to a lot of crit chance sources, then you'd want the additional crit D that the SROs offer. You're on a build though where you need every little bit of crit chance you can get, then that's where the watchers come into play. How do you get your bridge officer skill trait in a single line? Hit F12, and there's this thing here. So like if you make this smaller, you can make them stack like what you're talking about. You want them to be in a single line, you just make it go that way. There we go. Back over there. There we go. Yeah, if you're on a non-Romulan, then the Watchers can really make a lot of sense. But if you're on a Romulan, SROs, you know, especially with the fact that they're giving SRO plus Romulan operative, those are the better ones to use on a Romulan. Anything new in game worth getting that you missed? Probably not, to be honest, other than isomags. The Watchers are about 10 million EC per right now. Yeah, Infected and Kittimer both have issues right now, Distant Night. You have 43 T6X upgrades, but can't decide what to put it on. I have upgraded your Hydra and Temporal Light Cruiser. Upgrade the ships that you have fun with the ones that you fly a lot. They may have Cheops. On the top of my head, I don't remember. I mean, a lot of the there's a lot of things, Toby, that you have to keep in mind with Stowe is that Stowe initially was really rushed. They made this game initially in 18 months, and they spent many years after that trying to fix things that were rushed through development. How many isomags do I have up on the exchange right now? Um, they haven't been selling, unfortunately. What number are you trying to get for crit chance and severity? I mean, as high as both of these you can get. I don't really. For me, I try to make sure when I'm in space that the base crit chance when I look at that stats window is at least 50%. I'd say. Um, the severity. I mean, to be honest, those aren't numbers that I focus on a ton. Like if you're wanting to dive into the numbers, trying to find the mathematically optimal combination, then you'd be best off using a tool like Trinity. Is there any event on? Yes. The the Borg Tesseract event is live. We're 11 days into it. There's been some improvements, but yeah, there's still some things that definitely need tuning. Warp core, I don't have many isomags left, unfortunately. My supply of them is running rather low right now. Slinus, how's it going? Any chance I can open a Protostar over on Triple? Yeah, I can do that. Server just lagged bad. Oh, Spencer opened his inventory. Terrible. That's a line reserved for Triz. CL, how's it going? Darth, I have not really looked at those consoles too much, to be honest with you. I saw that they were for Drain and basically like lost interest immediately because I do not value Drain very highly. Okay, let me find the character at ESD. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, that was a good change, making it go back to engage. I mean, those are still good, but if you did like, what ship are you in, Jace? You may want to look at if you're using a carrier. You may want to look at the new Hanger Pack consoles. If you're on on a more inch heavy ship, you may want to consider the isomags. There are some new options out there. The locators and exploiters still work perfectly fine though. Okay, just discharge. And I have too much stuff in the inventory. Elvin Conning, you may want to look at the isomags then. You can grind them from playing Elite TFOs. I'll be talking about them more in a video here soon. $17.01, how's it going, man? Did you see how fast the Kittimer sold out yesterday on Master Replicas? That was crazy. This is definitely a smaller ship. Wow, that is actually pretty small. Get an evasive here. You managed to grab one? I saw it was only like 47, and I've bought enough ships off of them recently, so I wasn't too terribly worried about grabbing one. Like, this is smaller than a sovereign's saucer. Like, this is an incredibly small ship. Tech, thank you for stopping by. Take care. Yeah, very, very small. I mean, it looks cool, but I can't justify the price tag for what is basically a ship that you get solely for the speed boost in sector space. Like, it is incredibly small. Here it is next to a Miranda. This is legitimately tiny. The deflector, though? Yeah. I mean, it's a cool looking ship. I like the material that they used on it. But you know, 1.5 is what they've been going for on the market recently. Like, the main draw to this ship is literally the sector space stuff. Yeah, I don't have the sector space stuff here, but I mean, let's see how fast it goes here. Yeah, really small because I literally have nothing on for it, but this is Transwarp 42 with absolutely nothing on. I've seen people get like Transwarp 250. Like, that's a cool effect.
Hidden dangers lurk in space.
Don't get me wrong, this is a really cool effect.
Has made even the most stout-hearted
but
reconsider their choice to travel throughout the stars.
Is that really worth
effort to find a common ground
1.5?
this conflict?
1.3?
But there are many who oppose peace.
Like, it's a cool effect.
The Klingons are willing to use any weapon available to destroy the Federation, even time itself.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me,
It falls to
Toby.
a small group of brave Starfleet officers to restore the timeline and rescue one of their own. Who controls this sector may determine who controls the war.
Discord? The Discord's in the description. Like I said, I think it looks cool. It's just that this is, like, to me, the only reason to get this ship. Yeah, I mean, people already have Crusher. Like, people have gotten to transwarp, like, 250, 260 with this ship. Like, it is just insanely fast when you have all the speed buffs for it. I think people have already done Tour of the Galaxy where they completed the entire thing with like 5 minutes left, for what I was reading in Discord. Let's see here. 269 transwarp. Yeah, I was gonna look for the picture, but I couldn't find it. But yeah, people have gotten really fast with it. Yeah, it looks cool. That is the appeal. I don't know if I have that trait on this character. This character has nothing. Okay, I do have that one. But this character doesn't have like gamma rep done or any of that, so Yeah, they're already Transwarp 84. Like, you look at the map, and the other thing is, like, what is the actual benefit of from this, you know? You can just transwarp if you want to go somewhere. I'm on Tribble, yeah, so I could just, you know, get the gamma rep done, but people have already done this. Like, people already have the, like, this thing up to 260 or 269 transwarp.
On a remote world, scientists are adapting Borg technology
But I mean,
to
it's
suit their own
fast.
needs. A
So
Federation
imagine
crew
going 3
caught in an
times faster,
impossible
basically, than I am right
situation
now.
fights to survive. But help
Protostar
may not
event
arrive in
core.
time. Who will heed their desperate call? In their anguish, the Romulans could cause a greater tragedy than even they imagined.
Unfortunately, I don't have that claimed on this character. Yeah, so I can't get that core over here now. I know McStud was working on some stuff with sector space speed. But it really is a cool effect. Just not much practical use. Distant Night, you know that ISC is broke right now. Okay, I'm gonna close Tribble again here. And I need to say this too. I had someone get a bit upset with me in the past week because they apparently sent me a mailing game and I did not see it. I regularly go through and clear out my mail for exchange mails and things like that. If you are sending me a message in the game, like through the mail system, like through the actual mail here, toss like a cheapo battery on it if you want it to be, if you want me to make sure, you know, that I'm going to see it, because I regularly clear out mails and I just hit the button at the top left to clear out exchange mails. So if, you know, I very easily miss mails that, you know, just automatically get deleted from that. If you just toss like a battery or a hypo on it, or a lockbox as a meme, just any like 1EC item, that'll make it not be deleted when I'm going through and clearing my mail. Yeah, you're basically spending 1.5 bills so you can earn 1.25 mil once a day, yeah. Terrible. Oh no, what have I done? Do I use any sort of custom keybinds for ground? I don't. I usually just manually hit the stuff on ground. But I do know that it is very common for people to have like a ground spacebar set up. I mean, I generally do okay on ground, but I do not really care about it that much, so I just have like a really basic build put together. Okay, I need to get my endeavors done. I am not going to be able to stream for too terribly long today because I need to go do things with the family here. So the isomag video will be out tomorrow. I'll be working on it here when I get back home in a couple hours. I don't even know what my... Yeah, boss, it was at the beginning. I don't even know what my NTT record is right now. Universal Endeavor is nice and easy to do. The KDF one is always easier to do the 10 Tribble carcasses. You can do it in one go, whereas the Fed one, you have to do the mission 5 times. Is it new? Yes. Terrible. But yeah, ground is not something I do too terribly much. The build I use works. Ball Lightning and Motivation, Ambush, Ball Obelisk, Agony Field, and V'ger Probes. Like, it works, but I don't really I'm not chasing DPS records on the ground. This just works for like going in, clearing the content that I would go through and deal with. Put your build and tank builds as latest post. Let's see. I'd probably drop one of your emergency powered subsystem abilities, probably the shields. What you could do, if this is more of like a tanky type build, drop the well, what I tell you to right off the bat is actually that with that being a command seat, to run Suppression Barrage 3. Suppression Barrage 3 will outperform RSP for you. You could then do, instead of this ensign, just trying to think, what could you do there? You could drop the emergency powered weapons down to where the shield is, and you could then also run RSP still. You'd be getting a little bit less for your weapons there, but I mean, that'd probably be worth doing. Suppression Barrage 3 is just so incredibly good right now for tanking. It's a complete ground changer. Or complete game changer. Science, I mean, that's fine. The polarized hole or whatever there, not necessary, but if you like it, then go for it. The TAC team, I don't really run TAC team much anymore. If you like it, go for it. And I would replace one of the distributed targetings with a chemosite. And if you're looking to increase your survivability by running the Fleet Colony TAC consoles, you could run those and then run like a cannon rapid fire as a trigger for that. A cannon rapid fire 1, and then do like a chemo 1 where the TAC team is. But yeah, you could try isomags. The isomags would be fine. I would also drop one of the torpedoes here. I'd probably get rid of the aft one. I know you've got some set bonuses going on there, it looks like, but the torpedo fore and aft thing, you are taking a performance penalty. Just keep that in mind. Destroy Undine ships. I saw a trade there. I don't know. Is it batteries? Trying to trade me batteries? TAC team can interrupt firing cycles? Yeah. Yeah, TAC team can cause issues. Just have it on Inge, yeah. Ash from the Evil Dead. Yeah, I get why you're using it. It's fine. No. Yeah, the morphogenic set's fine, but you can live without it. Let the batteries flow. Okay, I'm getting my endeavors done. Destroy Undine ships in the battle zone. Taking bets on what will stop Spencer from uploading the isomag video tomorrow, now that he said that. You gotta say that word before. Yeah, piezo twerp isn't wonderful. Okay, so I'm on a... You know, I gotta push the isomags. So this is a Connie 3 build with the, with like fire at will. It's got 7 isomags on it for phasers. They do a lot. My weapon power just flying around here. 169 over 100. Okay, I need to get 10 kills in the Undine battle zone, which is always fun. Let's see. Spencer, when will we see another Endeavor cap increase? I don't know. Yeah, the isomags are wonderful. Need more people buying them. Way too low. Yeah, 60 mil for a phaser isomag. That's a bargain price. People should be going crazy buying that up right away. Okay, I need to go to a zone where there's not people. Yeah, the grind is fun. I happened to do a lot of isomag grinding early on and need to sell some of them. I'd say look at Trinity if you have the time to put your build together in it. Like every build I've done with isomags like been just slamming, but maybe there's something on your build that, like, if you're running not enough non-energy weapon stuff, that maybe the loss of crit chance or severity is hurting you there. Impulse spot a ship yesterday. Terrible. I mean, it makes sense that Cryptic would want cruisers to be, you know, to be performing better, because the reality is that the main ships that people want to go for in Stowe are cruisers. People want to go for the Galaxy. People want to go for, you know, one of the Enterprises, and basically every Enterprise is a cruiser. So it would make sense that they would want to buff them up. Rydia, I would say, I mean, the Cyclone's still good, but the Bozeman from last year, the Bozeman Intel Frigate, that is such a good surgical strikes platform. What is this message? Hold on, let me see something. I have a lot of messages on a video. I need your gamer tag. If you're listening, you know, you could have just asked in the chat here. Spencer B96 is my gamer tag, or my handle in the game. And I am usually hidden, so that probably doesn't help finding me. Let's see. No, it's 96 for the year that I was born. No, terrible. Protostar is going for 125. Hold on a second. Yes. I'm going to have to be cutting things short here pretty soon, so let's actually wrap things up now. I need to get another 20 damage, 20 kinetic damage, and then I need to end the stream. This is going to be extremely challenging. I didn't realize that it was already noon. we got to go out and do things here in about 20-30 minutes, so yeah, I know that me saying that makes a lot of you feel old. I'm sorry. There we go. Oh yeah, the Eagle is amazing. Yeah, the Eagle's an amazing torpedo platform. Okay, I need to bail out. Thank you everyone for tuning in today. Again, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to stop by the Discord. Isomag video, hopefully tomorrow. Warp Core's just jinxed it, so something's going to pop up and it'll be delayed. And then after that, my intention is probably to have basically just a video going over the Protostar lockbox, just to like the 1000 opening and breaking down the profit potential of it. Probably not going over the contents right away. I'll probably do that in a separate video. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Yeah, Voyager, I'll try to remember, but I may forget, Voyager. You best send me a battery so I remember. 96, yes, I am 27 years old. Oh, terrible. Okay. Take care and see you guys around.